I've got here a Siemens Type 37H Fahnenschreiber Typewriter, Teleprinter. It was sold as a typewriter. I saw it was for real and I snatched it up for cheap. It was a display piece and they had cut off the cables and it's in quite a dirty state. And it did get some damage in shipping, but it does seem to function mechanically for the most part. The motor freely spins and I'm able to turn it by hand with just a finger, so a cheapy drill here is tied into the drive gear, and that works just fine, although not at full speed, so it runs a little bit slow, which is good for demonstration. Pull this cover off. This runs in two independent places. The drive train here is always spinning, and it also comes with an optional piece for a tape punch writer, which sits over here on the left and has its own drive shaft that goes across here into the main gear, and it would communicate with the printer through these 5 tabs here. This machine speaks binary code in 5 bits called baud code, and you'll see down here in the keyboard section there are 5 bars down here with 5 switches plus 1. As you press a key, the codes switch for each key. It's like the letter A, we have 2 bars in for 2 1s and 3 bars out for 3 0s. And then a 6 button here gets engaged with each key press. So as you press a key, this goes in, this cam starts spinning with offset dimples, and then one by one pushes out the code. So for A, it would go punch, punch, skip, 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 and then disengage. Also, when you would output the codes in binary, so 1s and 0s, when it receives the codes, we have a large electromagnet here with complementary bars down under, can I see them? You can kind of see them. These little tabs here, they get sucked up by the electromagnet with each incoming pulse, which correspond to the print bars which run across the machine over here. So as these move, you can see them moving down there. And those tie in to the electromagnet actuated bars there. So every time a pulse comes in at the same rate the motor is spinning, it's timed. It would click up, then the bar would be pulled out, and one skip a couple and a click up, the bar would be pulled out, and then this spins around and kicks up the appropriate type bar. So I'm going to fire this up and demonstrate this as best as I can. As I said, the drive shaft here is always spinning. Nothing's happening. This cam is still, so I'm going to press the letter A. Notice the cam starts moving. I'm going to press it again. So as you see, the code is 2 on, 3 off. If I click it, you'll notice the switch on the far right here will go down immediately, and then we'll punch out the code going across. You'll see the cam dimples go one by one across as you press. So again, letter A was the 2 on, 3 off. And if I manually actuate these 2 bars, 2 on, 3 off, you see the type bar pops up and down each cycle, and that happens to be the letter A. And let's do one over here. Let's see, this one is the letter K. So if I push K, watch the code, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So first 4 on. And it shows, there it goes, it picked up. And that's the letter K going up and down. I think that's pretty neat. If you also look over here, the relays, you see it goes, it's clicking them one by one. If that timing rate is the baud rate. Get it? Baud rate, the baud code, similar to serial. So as it gets the signal coming in, the relay would also engage in timing to these and determine whether or not a bar will be sucked in or not. And when that cycle completes, This CAN bar spins, then kicks up the corresponding key. Carriage return, if I remember. Is this one? Nope. So ZI is the second notch only, so I press in the second notch. What is that? No function apparently. Where was carriage return? Oh, one space before I get there. If I hit space, sorry, one sec. Space is 00100. That's it. So just the middle one. If I hit space, just the middle notch. It slipped. Notice what key bar comes up. That last one. And it has no type slug attached. So it's literally printing nothing. There's no character attached to this type bar. That's pretty interesting. That's cool. So just slam up and not press anything because there's no typeface on the bar, and it advances the carriage. Back to carriage return. Which one was that? I think it's this one, which gives me a code of 0010. If we look at the bars, it confirms second to last. If I press second to last, what happens? Yep, there it goes. Carriage return. Reset that. Second to last. Carriage return. That's pretty cool, I think. Now you can also manually actuate the bell, but I haven't gotten it to work. You have to switch to shifted mode. That's character mode. So we go here. That's the one. So 2 on, 1 off, 2 on. It should perform a shift function, which I have not gotten to work, which should move the carriage up and down to use the second set of characters. And J is the bell. It has this interesting little squid-looking icon. It prints a squid on the paper, but it should also ding the bell. But I haven't gotten that to work yet. So supposedly I'm shifted now. If I press the letter J, 11010. Let's see if I can hold that in. Yeah, see, it's printing the J key. It did. There it goes. But no bell. So the shift function isn't working. Obviously, the advanced function isn't working. And the line feed, I figured that out too, isn't working either. So there's a disconnect to the pattern on the functions that manipulate the pattern other than carriage return. All in all, it's a pretty neat piece of history. Clever engineering. So I'd like to add on and make a correction regarding this electromagnet. What it does is when it energizes, these little feet go up and down individually. When the magnet is energized, they stay up, like so. I've attached some power. When there's no power, they go back down by spring action. So as they go by one, these little arms sweep back and forth. And when it's down, it gets caught. And when it's up, it's allowed to bounce back. So let's watch that. So now I'm energizing it. It stays up. You see how the teeth go back and forth? Without the magnet holding that arm up, it gets stuck between them. So if I hold the magnet on, the arm is allowed to return back to the out position. So if I time this right, 1, 2, 1, 2, the A should pop up. That's not the A. 1, 2. If I just touch it randomly, the space, let's see what happens over here with these bars. As I energize the magnet in and out, see with each punch they go in and out, depending on if I'm activating that magnet. That was the carriage return. That knocked my hand off. Activating it now. Let's see straight up. 2, 4. Get this thing on and off. Pretty neat.